Hey guys, welcome to Atlanta. He's Chris Halicke. I'm Dejan Kovacevic. We're with DK Pittsburgh Sports. We're here to cover
Football.
It is. Steelers versus Falcons Sunday at 1:02 p.m. And so many different angles even before the ball gets kicked. Like really unusual for an opener, isn't it?
Yeah. Anytime you have uncertainty at the quarterback position, it all starts there. And we don't know if it's going to be Russ or Justin. I'm betting Justin.
But is there uncertainty though? I mean, Justin's had the majority of the snaps.
Yeah.
I feel actually more certain about what he'll do with the offense,
Right.
than if Russ had it.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing with a calf injury, because it does limit what the quarterback can do even whenever he's out there.
He's not playing.
No.
All right, let's get past that part. Yeah, he's not playing. I think with Justin, I think we've seen that he's comfortable with the offense. He's still dynamic within the offense. He's got a good relationship with not just the players, but also with the schemes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look, it's exciting. Imagine if he does well.
And that's the thing, is that if he does well, if they win football games, I don't think Mike Tomlin can go away from him. We saw that last year.
Mason Rudolph.
Winning football games, that changes everything.
Tomlin wanted to go away from Mason Rudolph. He wanted it very badly, couldn't do it because they were winning. But I'm taking this even further, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm going past just winning the game.
Right.
I'm saying if he goes out there and plays well, and it's not like he's never had good games in the National Football League in 3 years in Chicago.
Atlanta last year, against Atlanta in Chicago, he did. Might have been his best game as a pro.
There you go. Yeah. So now you take that and you extrapolate it, and you get a little hypothetical here, and you imagine what all these people who are watching this, and me and you, will say after that, which is, oh, there he is, quarterback of the future.
Well, and I got a question on our site, DK Pittsburgh Sports, saying if you're the defensive coordinator, you can't pick George Pickens. Who's the player do you have to defend the most to prevent explosive plays? And I answered Justin Fields.
Yeah. I mean that's the. Well, okay, we can talk about Fields.
Right.
We can talk about quarterback play, and we're deluding ourselves because what's actually going to happen is what.
Well, I mean,
they're just going to run the ball.
Yeah,
I mean, this is going to be.
It's the Najee and Jalen show.
And it might even be in the other order. Who knows how that'll go? And you'll see some Cordero Patterson in that mix as well. You'll see
lots of tight ends.
You'll see lots and lots of tight ends. You'll see Calvin Austin, I think, in some form or other, getting the ball in his hands, even if it's close to the line of scrimmage. You will see running. You will see a team that is pounding on the ground.
Yep.
That is first and foremost.
100%. And that has been the staple of Arthur Smith's offense from whenever he was the offensive coordinator in Tennessee to being head coach in Atlanta.
Right here, yeah.
That's just what he does. He loves the use of multiple tight ends. Najee and Jalen, this team could not be more confident in this pair of running backs.
Now,
they could not be more confident.
To wrap up the thoughts on the offense, we could also be kidding ourselves in saying that either Fields or the running game will be the main concern because we are still talking about a baby-faced offensive line.
Right.
And, one thing I picked up in the locker room this week on the South Side, Chris, is that these guys are being told to keep it simple. You're going to see simple schematics. You're going to see, I think, a heavy offense on the run, in part because you don't want to overtax your offensive linemen in terms of thinking about everything. Just go and react. Go beat the man in front of you.
Yeah, that really is going to be probably, camera. That probably is going to be the thing that we have to watch, probably more than anything, is how this offensive line could, because that Atlanta defensive front, it doesn't scare. It's not one of the top units.
No, I scare, as you can tell.
Right.
I scare pretty. I saw my phone light flashing before its eyes. Go ahead.
Sorry. Like one matchup I'm going to watch is Grady Jarrett on the defensive line versus Spencer Anderson.
Yeah.
It's a mismatch in my opinion.
It has to be. Spencer's first ever NFL start.
He has 2 offensive snaps under his belt. And he's going up against Grady Jarrett. It's not especially in pass protection, he's going to be tested. If they can win up front, they can absolutely win this football.
Yes. Oh, no, they will win.
Right.
Because they'll also possess the ball. Yeah. They'll control the clock. They'll keep their defense fresher. But what an if that is. On the other side of the ball, I don't have a whole lot more intellectually to offer than they're playing the Falcons. And I understand that Atlanta took some steps.
Kirk Cousins is a big get.
And that Kirk Cousins is a real live NFL quarterback, unlike what they've had in the recent past
Very
here.
much.
That said, it's still the Falcons. And
Robinson, though.
there's Robinson, and there's Robinson also with the threat of actually being used. With
Kyle
one of the
Pitts.
biggest knocks. Pitts is iffy though.
Yeah.
He's had a rough week in practice, trying to come back from an injury. I just can't bring myself to get worried about Atlanta's offense against Pittsburgh's defense. I just can't do it.
When I gave my official prediction, I said 20 points for Atlanta. That could come one way or the other. I'm sure that could come from a pick six thrown by Justin Fields or whoever. But I do think that the Steelers defense can limit what Atlanta wants to do offensively. They're fast enough to do it. Adding that speed
really fast
on the defensive side of the ball is going to help whenever they face teams that have a Dejan type running back or a Kyle Pitts freak at tight end. The defense, I'm not worried about. As long as they can stay healthy, and Cam Hayward especially can stay healthy, they can win up front. That's going to open up what TJ can do. Patrick Queen, Minka.
See how he's skipping the nickel corner? You see how he's doing that?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
if I'm the Falcons, man, all I'm doing is looking around. Where's Beanie?
I'm going to put Drake London in the slot all day long up against Beanie Bishop.
That's it. All right, guys, we're going to do another one of these videos after the game tomorrow from outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to whatever iPhone gods saved my phone from perishing here on the mean streets of downtown Atlanta. See you tomorrow.